NPC Kentucky Derby with your Mid-Atlantic Chairman, Mr. Gary Udit. Gary, how are you tonight?
Doing great, Christian.
Awesome. And you just finished a posing clinic here at the Galt House, downtown Louisville, at the 11th hour, helping folks fine-tuning their posing. It seems like there's a lot of emphasis, I mean, between your Buckeye Pro-Am Classic posing clinic, the Hornbeck's posing clinic, Angie and Covington had one, and now this one. How important is it? I mean, we know the answer, but how important is posing to the judging panel?
We notice it on stage. It creates such a better competitor, and then with the influx of better competitors, the show's quality improves also. We see it all the time, and I recognize it sometimes when we go to areas that don't have so many clinics, that maybe the posing is not so good, so it goes a long way.
Yeah, because it's got to be frustrating as a judge and also a high-level NPC official to see people with phenomenal physiques, you know, passing up the class wins and, of course, the overall because they just don't know how to present it.
It's extremely frustrating because we can only judge someone by what they show us. And they walk on stage with great physique and poor presentation, and it's frustrating to see them do less than they could have done.
Absolutely. Now, you just got back from the Natural Eastern USAs. You're here at the Kentucky Derby. Coming up is Jim Mannion's show, the Pittsburgh Pro. You're very, very busy. Talk to us about how you're able to manage all of these contests while doing the posing clinics and, of course, your job for the NPC. Everyone wants to know. Do you have a clone?
Well, you know, it's, I guess it's a passion. Makes it easy. If you like what you're doing, it's not hard work. We got Jim's contest next week. We'll have over 100 pros there, and those are the ones competing. He'll have 10 pros actually guest posing on stage. So every year he says he's going to back off, but we're already up to 10, so it's going to be wild there that night. Absolutely,
and our good friend George Brown will be competing over there at Pittsburgh.
Downtown George Brown is looking to duplicate his last victory from down in Dallas. Lots of good guys there, Vermont, Michael Ferguson. I've seen the lineup. They're coming after George.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think George is going to keep his titles, but we'll see what happens. NPC and IFBB always the best places to compete. Thank you once again for taking the time. Your NPC Mid-Atlantic Chairman, Mr. Gary Udit. And of course, if you have any questions, log on to GaryUdit.com.
Thanks, Christian.